Welcome to Key Tech. Please describe this channel if you are interested in today's video. The United States has been trying its best to suppress Huawei for a simple reason. Huawei is an industrial leader in many important aspects, such as 5G communications, smartphones, chip design, etc. According to the US perspective, if Huawei is allowed to grow, not only will US companies like Apple swallow the cake, but the US's technological hegemony will also be in danger. This is why the United States has been waiting and watching in recent years. Huawei are in a death struggle posture from operating systems to chips. However, in this life-and-death situation, Huawei has never bowed to anyone. Instead, it has struggled in the face of adversity. After 3 years of precipitation, Huawei will be in the future nirvana and rebirth brought not only Kirin to the United States, but also 2 pieces of bad news. Huawei 5G phones will return to the market. In the past, one of Huawei's most important revenues, accounting for about 50% of profits, was the cannon fodder for Huawei to continue to invest heavily in research. However, starting in 2019, US companies including Google, Qualcomm, and Synopsys Technologies, and chip manufacturing companies including TSMC, have all terminated their supplies to Huawei. And Huawei's handheld devices have also suffered tremendous pressure. Although Huawei later released this system in Hongmeng, it has not been able to return to the development path of 5G due to the lack of core technologies such as SoC and RF. Therefore, Huawei under the leadership of Ren Zhengfei proposed the Nanyuan plan. On the one hand, it invested a lot of money to support the domestic industrial chain. On the other hand, it adopted a do-whatever-it-takes attitude and launched a series of self-salvation. After the 1566th, Huawei suddenly withdrew from the Pioneer project and launched a new mobile phone called Mate 60 without any warning. It is equipped with the latest generation Kirin 9000 processor, and its internet speed is even faster than the 5G network. Beyond 5G, there has been a series of discussions about the whereabouts of Kirin chips, but due to confidentiality reasons, both Chinese netizens and people in the United States are full of doubts about Huawei, because they have not relaxed their vigilance. To Biden's surprise, there were 2 more bad news until US intelligence agencies confirmed the situation of Kirin 9000S. First of all, as the inventory of Mate 60 continues to increase, Cook can no longer sit still. In the past 2 years, Huawei has continuously launched new products, but almost all of them are in serious shortage of inventory. There are only a few million units. The fundamental reason is that there is a problem in the supply chain and there is a lack of certain core parts. Fortunately, Huawei has increased the inventory of Mate 60 to 20 million units, which means that the supply of Kirin 9000 has been comprehensively solved, and the output of the product has also been guaranteed. You know, with the assist of the United States and the fall of Huawei, Apple can be said to have made a lot of money in China. In 2020, Apple's sales in the mainland remained at more than 30 million, reaching Huawei's level in 2019. With the release of Kirin 9000 and its self-developed 5G baseband, Apple's sales have dropped to 2,750 units, and its market share has dropped to less than 8%. But after Huawei imposed a ban on iPhones, Apple's sales rose to 50.4 million units in 2021, and its market share surged to 29%. Now, Huawei has made a strong comeback, and the Mate 60 has been launched overseas and domestically. The situation has become very bad, so overnight they released a promotional picture of the iPhone 15, hinting that everyone should not rush to buy Huawei. Don't think that iPhone can definitely surpass Mate 60. Completely devoid of enthusiasm. Secondly, Bill Gates' prediction is becoming a reality. Before the United States imposed sanctions on Chinese companies including Huawei, Bill Gates once said that for China, such technical sanctions will not prevent China's scientific development, but on the contrary, it will promote China's semiconductor companies. Accelerate the development of basic technology in the country to achieve the goal of completely replacing Americanization. This is indeed the case. Judging from the human body structure diagrams revealed by many well-known experts, the localization level of Mate 60 has reached 90%. A large number of systems, chips, converters and other basic components are independently developed by China, while those made in the United States parts and technology, less than 1%. In addition, Wang Chenglu also said that Huawei will launch a personal computer version of Hongmeng in 2024, which may break the monopoly of Windows and Apple computer markets. At this point, I am worried that the United States no longer has the chip to impose sanctions on Chinese companies. From this point of view, starting from the day Mate 60 was released, the big counteroffensive of chip to win between China and the United States changed into an offensive and defensive form, while the United States changed from hoping for victory to fearing failure. The United States, on the other hand, originally wanted to win, but now it is afraid of failure. What are your thoughts on this?